Hey everyone, I'm Becky Bookworm and I'm here today to do my August wrap up. First thing I read is Fatale Volume 2. If you watched my last video, you'll know this is about a lady called Jo, and she seems to have lived a very long life and she has a weird hold over men. She's able to get them to do what she wants. It's kind of a film noir meets supernatural kind of a tale, and this just is a follow-on from that. We get to see more of her backstory about how she got to where she is, and we also find out a bit more about who the people are that are after her as well. So I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not really in the screen, am I? That's a bit better, isn't it? So yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far and I'm looking forward to reading. I've got 3 other issues of it, so I'm looking forward to reading those. Next up is The Lifeguard, which is a point horror book, and that is by Richard Tankersley-Cusick. This is the tale of Kelsey. She goes to stay with her mum's boyfriend on a beautiful island for a while with her mum. When they get there, Beth, the daughter of that guy, has gone missing, and so have some other girls around the island. Who is taking these girls? What is happening to them? And is somebody after Kelsey? I really enjoyed this book, considering it's from the 90s and it's aimed at teenagers. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really fast paced. I think I accused every single character in the book of being the person that was killing these girls, and it was just really enjoyable. So I did a buddy read with Hey Little Thrifter because she has got a beautiful display of all the point horror books behind her. I'll put a picture up there if I can find one. And yeah, so I contacted her and asked if she wanted to do a buddy read, and she did, so we did one and it was really enjoyable. We had a bit of a chat about it. I think we both enjoyed it more than we thought we were going to do. But yeah, that was really good. I've got 2 other point horror books to read, so I'll get to those soon, I hope. Next up is Moranthology by Caitlin Moran. This is a collection of what seems to be previously published pieces from various newspapers, websites, that sort of thing, on anything and everything that Caitlin Moran is interested in, from feminism to rock and roll faux pas. And there's some really good kind of behind the scenes stories from when she, for example, met David Tennant and that sort of thing. I really love Caitlin Moran's writing. Her whole style is so casual and sarcastic and funny, and it's just easy to read, and I feel like it's something that she probably doesn't, she probably picks it to pieces, but it seems like it's just a mental flow from her, just straight from her brain down onto the page, and I just find it really enjoyable, and her outlook on life is often hilarious. Next, The History of Bees by Maya Lund. This is 3 stories that are kind of interwoven. There's one story from the 1800s which tells the tale of a guy and his family, and he's trying to design a new beehive. Then there is the family from 2007 and they're trying to keep their bee farm afloat. And then the final story is from, I think, the 2080, something like that. All the bees have died out. Most of the people in the world have died out, but China are still there, and they're self-pollinating by hand anything that they want to eat and grow. And we follow these 3 families through the trials and tribulations that happen to them as they go through. So each family, you get to know them quite well, and each family goes through hardships which they have to overcome. They have to keep going when everyone else seems to be telling them to quit. They keep pushing through. I found the writing style really good. I got through it quite quickly, and even though the subject matter is quite dark, it's quite scary. The thought of the bees dying out, because it is something that we seem to be moving towards in reality. I just found all the stories, when they were woven together, seemed to be just an overarching story about family and hope, so I did enjoy it. If you haven't read it, please give it a read. Finally, How to Grow, a guide for gardeners who can't garden yet, by Holly Newton. This is a super helpful guide written from somebody that was a complete beginner, and it is aimed at those that want to garden but don't know where to start. Now, Holly has a really great, refreshing writing style. She's kind of a little bit like Caitlin Moran in that she's quite casual and she's quite quippy and quite funny, but she manages to lay it all out in an easy to understand way. You know, you really get a sense that she's been there, she's made those mistakes, and then she's written this book on the back of it. And the photography is absolutely beautiful. It's split up into sections of, I think, setting up your garden, fruit, veg and flowers. And it inspired me. I've been out in my garden trying to sort it out the last few weekends, and it's just a great book. So if you're a bit daunted and you want to start gardening, definitely pick it up, it's really good. That's all I've read in August. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video. Big hugs. Bye!